All right, ring a ding ding, bitch. We're back with another episode of 506,
Ring a
and
ding
today
ding bitch. I love that.
I don't want every intro to be boring, dude. Like even when I
Fair.
say it, I sound like because you just you get physically drained. You just feel like shit. You're like, oh,
That's
welcome to
true.
506, and you know
Welcome
what
to
I mean. You get
506.
into that
You're...
that like dronish sounding
Yeah,
like Poindexter.
I got you. I
But
got you.
yeah. So today my guest is Michael Yang,
Yo.
which yeah. So he's a communist. I met him because he was fleeing the country because he's actually an international fugitive.
That is
No.
completely fact. Yes.
No, but shit, when did we meet? We met in high school.
High school, junior year,
Was it
I
junior
think.
year?
I think so. Or senior year. No, I think junior year.
I think we met junior year, but we didn't really
Yeah, we
talk that
didn't
much
really hang
until
out.
senior year because we started
Yeah,
actually
we
having.
had like all our classes together.
Yeah, it was nice. I really liked
It was
it.
very
It was
cool.
a fun time. And then
Yeah.
it was, I mean, I'm not gonna name drop, but we always talk shit about the other kid who just had to have like an intellectually bigger dick. Yeah, you see, you know who I'm talking about.
Of course I know who you're talking
The whole
about.
time, dude, it was the best because like whenever we're in like if we're in like calc or something like that, or if we're in like
Yeah.
chem, he'll be like, "Oh, you guys are so dumb, but you didn't know the answer's like 53 moles." And then no, and then we had sex ed together, and he just shut his
Yeah.
fucking mouth for the whole time, and you were just like, "Yeah, do you remember that?" It was so funny. It was so funny. And it was just, I mean, that class was even wait, it wasn't sex ed, it was first aid.
Yeah,
Wow,
no,
we
no, we had sex
basically
ed
made it sex
together.
ed though, because we all
No,
we
no,
did
we legit had sex ed together because it was junior year.
was it?
Yeah.
No, it was not.
Yeah. No, wait, it wasn't.
No, because I remember having sex ed in a different classroom.
Yeah, so do I actually.
Yeah, no, so
Yo,
no,
I'm
but
too
we.
high for this, dude. I don't wait. Hold on. All
No,
right.
I'm pretty sure we just. No, I think he just brought it up. He was like, "Yeah, let's just talk about like porn," and then he can't say shit because we just
Yeah.
wanted him to shut up.
Oh, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, whatever. I don't. Do you still see him around or no?
Not actually,
Because doesn't he
I
share a lot
do.
of your classes
Wait, actually I do, yeah, because we're in the same major in here. And like yeah, I have like classes with him on the reg.
on the reg?
I just never speak to him.
Quote that on the reg.
On the reg. Dude, seriously, it's
How's that going though? I mean, like, yeah, you're about to graduate too, yeah?
dude, I'm about to graduate, man. It's so scary.
Do you have a job lined up? Is it like
No,
because
no,
I
I
know
don't have
you
a
have
job lined up, but
your
I,
summer, you had like your internship.
yeah, I had an internship in Pfizer. It was really nice, and yeah, it was like it was awesome. But now I have to fucking like get a real job. You know what I mean? Like I
You
can't
can't
just.
no, but I mean like you wouldn't want to work for Pfizer, like can
I
you just
would, but dude, I think I have consecutively sucked like 7 to 8 penises in that company, and I don't think a single person there remembered my sacrifice because
that
yeah, they were kind of like yeah, they're like all right, like
that's kind
cool,
of
and I
your
was
fault,
like
no?
no, no, not at all, because they didn't
What
give
do you
me
mean?
much to do. Like
Oh,
I have to like fucking wow them. It's not like just do what you told. Yeah, I did that. But like other interns, like they fucking presented like things to the fucking like board.
you didn't do that? Not
No,
about
well,
that?
I didn't like I wasn't even focusing on it, dude.
It
After
was probably
work,
because you were fucking high the whole
I
time.
was paid so much, dude. I was fucking coming home getting fucked up on expensive shit. I didn't have time to propose fucking papers during
You know,
that time.
you
It
you
was
you
summertime.
have you ever seen that meme where it's like getting like on payday and it's like fucking
Yeah.
Belvedere bottles and champagne and then like they have, like my paycheck and then the next day is like, oh, I'm having some delicious ice soup.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some
Just like,
tiramisu.
you just blew all your money on fucking getting fucked up.
Pretty much. I mean, so like I made a lot of money, and then like by the time I was done, like I was gonna save up all this money for the semester. So by
Oh,
the
but
time I
you,
was
you
done
spent
with the
it. You
fucking,
spent
oh, I
it.
spent almost everything. It was like what's really scary? My balance got to a point where like it just started dropping throughout the week, and then every week I would replenish approximately that same amount, and I just didn't save any money. It just kept going, and I just kept getting cut from that and cut. Oh, it was horrible.
Jesus. You see, and this is why we need Trump.
Financial advisor. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Okay, so
Have
no,
you seen Midnight?
yeah, I finally finished. Well, I mean, I was no lie, I was like, we were playing the drinking game, so
Oh
it
damn.
was weird.
Oh, so
Surprisingly,
you haven't got too fucked up by the time
no,
this
surprisingly,
game's
it
getting
wasn't.
actually destroyed.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't that bad. It was just like you know when you drink a little bit, but it's not enough for you to
Yeah.
get drunk, and you kind of just mellow, and you're just there like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I was
yeah,
in that mood, and then I'm watching this shit, and it's
yeah,
depressing as fuck. So I'm just like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah, it was
Are you
weird.
actually a Trump supporter, or are you just doing it for the shits and giggles?
I'm straight up just in love with the guy. I'm fucking I'm fucking with you guys. Oh my
I
god, it's so funny.
I actually,
No,
I mean,
no.
no, I actually do agree with you that he's really funny. He's really fucking like entertaining.
It's ridiculous. It's reality TV.
He is though. Yeah, he is. It's really fun.
It's so silly.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so then I guess if you want to go balls deep into politics right now, I guess the question is who would you vote for and who do you think won the debate?
Hillary Clinton to both.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Out of the current candidates, Hillary Clinton is the most qualified. And now, don't get me
Are you-
wrong. Even when Bernie Sanders was there,
Yeah, Bernie
Hillary
got
Clinton,
fucked.
Hillary Clinton was still.
I mean,
my
I
pick
personally
all
don't
along.
agree with Bernie's financial stuff. Like, I mean, socially, yeah, it's a good idea.
Exactly.
But like nobody sees this is why, and I've talked to a few other people that we mutually know, and I'm sure
Yeah.
you know, but like I'm like all for Gary Johnson.
Really?
Right? Yeah. He seems to be like the
Oh.
most rational person, dude. Out of this, and I quote from
nuts.
no, dude. I mean, out of this giant douche and turd sandwich, as South Park puts it. Like, how are you supposed to choose this? Because I mean, okay, let's think about if Trump was president, right?
Okay.
And then look, the whole idea that a lot of people have that, oh, he's just faking it for publicity so we could get the masses. When he goes into the
I
office,
still believe that, dude.
he'll throw on a switch and he'll suddenly become successful, and then he'll like be like a economic genius. No, I don't think so, dude. I don't think that's people don't do that. I don't know.
No.
I mean, maybe he just blows the tits off everybody and is actually amazing, but I don't think that's the case, dude. I think what
No.
you see is pretty much what you get.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, he says a lot of like insensitive shit, which like, I mean, like 20% of it is probably like just blatant racism, but then like 80% of it's probably just like, okay,
Yeah, but
maybe you're like a little over.
funny.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like you've seen like when he's like, oh, we'll make the wall 10 feet higher, and people fucking go, "Wah!"
Yeah.
And then like there's like so many memes that come. It's like, yeah, you know what else we can do? Fly. It's like, what are you fucking talking about?
I mean, these people probably had like some kind of brain aneurysm when they were younger. I mean, I don't really understand fully how it works, but the thing is that it doesn't matter. Like, whatever. You know what I mean?
What you mean? Who was
Even if-
elected?
Yeah, that doesn't really matter that much. Like,
See,
seriously,
I have a theory. And it's just
Do it.
if he was elected, they would just put him in a Truman Show, right? Like they would just
Yeah.
like he would be like, "Oh, guys, I'm gonna bomb North Korea or whatever," and then he'll push the button, but like it'll just be a fake button, and then everyone in his advisory board will be like, "Yeah, you bombed North Korea. Good job." And then he'll just, you know what I mean? And he'll just keep talking nonsense, but like in reality, someone else is actually gonna run it.
Yeah. It's
I
like
don't-
it's
like,
like,
there's-
it's like Kim Jong-un going, "Wait, what is this cake?"
Dude, unreal. But on the other hand, I can't in good moral conscience vote for Hillary just because of like because all the scandals, dude. And if you look at the number, dude, come on. If you look at the number of people that are disappearing, like since Bill was in office and all that, like
Wait,
an
are
abnormal
disappearing?
no, like dying, like just like, oh, suicide by 4 bullet wounds in the back of the head. No, like that's a thing. Like, and then I saw somewhere where it's like, hey, yeah, okay, like I'm sure you work with statistics all the time, so it's not like actually
Yeah.
like, but like if it's purely based on death worldwide, you're more likely to be assassinated by the Clintons than you are to be eaten by a shark.
Okay. Okay. But how do we know that these assassinations have been done by Clinton?
Okay, you're right. You spoke out against somebody and then you were stabbed 12 times in the back, but it's cool. You killed yourself. Come on. Come on. Maybe a few of them were like if it's like, okay, maybe like, I don't know, 3 in the last like 10 years, sure. But I think the number's like 50 something, dude. Like it's an abnormal, like House of Cards is based on the Clintons, dude. You know that, right?
I always knew that, yes, but I don't think it's.
They kill the fuck out of people, dude. I can't
I
do
don't
it.
know,
In
man.
Good Morning, I can't do it. I don't know. And just have you seen the interview with Zach Galifianakis?
Oh yeah, between two
Dude,
ferns.
yeah, dude.
Oh, of course.
Come on. Like, on one hand, he fucking like nuclear roasted her, okay?
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's just like she's so cold and can't make a joke, and it's just like I don't like, I don't
You
really
don't
want a
trust her.
president that can't make a joke.
Yeah.
It's just like
That's why we need good old Barry.
who?
Good old Barry. Barack Obama. He's my
Barry.
bro.
That's what people call him.
Yeah.
Okay, I will give you this.
No?
He's a bit. I've never heard about that, dude. What the fuck was that laugh?
Barry. I don't know. This is my stoned laugh, so it's really I can't control it now.
but I mean, like, whether you agree or disagree with your with Barry's politics, you have to admit he's a good father, and he definitely
Chill dude.
he's a popular guy. Like, if you look at him on like Comedy Central, whatever, he knows how to make a joke. He knows how to make people laugh. So
that's true.
At the very least, I want someone who's like that, and not like someone who could potentially be a fucking robot or like one of those lizard people. You know what I'm talking about?
Lizard. Okay, I watched. Hold on, no. Now that you brought up lizard people, we need to talk about lizard people, okay? Because you don't understand. I have been stoned in my room so many times, bored out of my mind, and I just watch a video
on YouTube.
Of lizard people
on YouTube, like the 2-hour long.
No. This typically like 10 minutes, right? And
10
that
minutes.
just
no. If you're stoned, If you're stoned, come on. If you're stoned, you're investing 2 hours into this shit.
No, like
you're watching Chemtrails, Tower 7.
Yo, where is Building 7 for real though? No, like seriously, like I love just watching these, and every time I watch them, just put me in a better mood because people believe this shit.
Okay, there's people that still believe that the Earth is flat, right?
Oh, of course.
Okay, but have you seen their like reasoning for it?
No.
It's like, they didn't finish high school because you would have learned it in physics.
What's the answer?
So like one example is like, hey, you know how I know the Earth isn't like revolving around the sun, and then it has to be flat? Is actually because if it was spinning, all the water would fall off. Right? And it's just like,
that guy's name?
I don't fucking know. Dude, there's
there's this rapper who like tweeted that.
Oh shit, I know what you're talking about. It's too.
Yeah.
I don't know, Tila Tequila also
Bob.
thinks that the Earth is flat, but
it's Bob.
Bob? No, you mean BYOB?
No, B.O.B. Wait,
the dude who did airplanes, right?
Yeah. What's his fucking name?
I thought it was BYOB. Or is it Bob? I'm not sure.
I don't know. Okay, now you're getting me confused.
Airplanes, Bob. Let's look this shit up.
Dude, look it up right now.
Yeah, you're right. It's
gonna bug me. Okay.
Wow. Well, then I'm an alcoholic.
Amen to that, brother.
Yeah, you and your paychecks. Holy shit.
Yeah, that wasn't okay. That wasn't fun for many reasons.
Why?
Well, so mainly because the house that I live in right now, to which you've been.
Oh, we're in the same place?
Yeah, I live in the same place as I do now. And that house turned into a shithole.
Wait, why? What's up?
Real quick. No, it's because we had parties like the entire
you guys just destroyed it?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't destroy it. It was just
that nice, dude. There was carpet and everything. Are you kidding me?
No, yeah. It's still here. It's just that it's like it's mad shit, like mad dirty and shit.
So fucking clean it up, asshole.
No, we did, but like there's like ants. It's just nasty.
Oh. Yeah.
And that's mostly my doing because the parties were ridiculous.
Okay. I mean, thanks for inviting me.
You did. I invited you. Remember, you went to that one.
Which one?
I don't remember.
The only one I went to?
My house. Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't that crazy, dude.
No, it wasn't crazy, but it was like happening every night.
I thought you were. Oh, okay. Then it's just consistent small gatherings of alcoholics then.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
The same group. I thought you were like throwing down like You
No
know, like
bangers.
because you
No,
could
no, no,
fit
no, no,
a
no.
ton of people in there, dude.
No, dude, so first off, I have families next to us. Like the most people we've ever had at this house was like 30 people.
What kind of a family wants to live there? It's just so close.
It's not really that close to Rutgers though.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like a 10-minute walk.
That's still kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I thought you were talking about like you had like 50 people over or like
No.
100 people. Somebody got in a fight. Somebody fucked somebody's cousin's baby sister or
No.
some shit, and then
No, okay,
some dude got
but
thrown through a
recently I
wall.
actually did get into a bar fight.
Wait, what?
Actually recently did get into a bar fight. Did I ever tell you
You
that?
recently got into one?
Yeah.
Why?
All right. So I was with my cousin and
Wait, is it your fault?
no, you see, no. Okay, kind of. All right, hold on. So my aunt recently passed away,
Oh,
and
shit, dude. I'm sorry
yeah,
for your loss.
nah, it's okay. Thank you. But my cousins, her kids who are older than me by like a couple years,
Wait, do I know these
um,
people or?
maybe Tyrus and Tyma, they didn't go to
No, no,
our
no,
high
no.
school.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's
I
fine.
know it's so Tyma and Tyrus uh came over to my house just to, to relax because Tyrus was taking care of his mother all the time, and Tyma lives in Hawaii actually. She like works there. So, they were over my house and we had a couple of drinks. It was a lot of fun. And then Tyma decided to go to a bar. And so we got to
These
the
are
bar.
very
What?
interesting names, dude. I don't.
I know,
I'm
right?
so confused. Is
I've
it a dude and a
always
chick, or
wanted.
is like what's?
No, it's a dude and a chick. Yeah, yeah.
Wait, I'm so lost.
Tyrus is my cousin. He's half white, half Asian as well.
Ty what?
Tyrus.
Tyrus.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Sounds
like
black, doesn't
no, it sounds like he could be in like Game of Thrones,
it? Like
right?
Tyrion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, what is what's Tyrion's dad's name? Isn't it like
Tywin.
Tywin? Yeah. So you have Tyrus.
Yeah, Tyrus. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
what's your other
Who?
cousin's name?
Oh, Tyma.
Tyma. Dude,
Yeah.
why would you do that? Why
I
so
don't
close?
know. They were weird, okay?
It's like
I don't
Michael
know.
and then it's like
They
really
were weird about names. I don't know why. It was, I don't know. But you know what? No, actually, no. They're pretty funny because everyone assumed, okay, I had to go to fucking um get a Philly cheesesteak, and I was in a really long line, and the guy called me, he was like, Tyrus, and I was picking up the food, and I was like, oh shit, Tyrus, yeah, here. And everyone just looks at me and just stares at me. Like, Tyrus? Like, why would a like little Asian dude be called Tyrus?
you're not a little Asian dude.
That's true.
Come on, all that beer.
That's a good point. No,
Wait,
but
so then everyone's
okay,
just look,
so
yeah, but everyone's looking at you because you look like you're Asian, except your eyes are pretty fucking huge.
that's true. But I'm not a big black guy. Is the point?
Yeah.
And Tyrus is a pretty black name. I think so.
So
Any,
then
anyway, so okay, so
that's
I
how the
was
fight got started. That's so
no
stupid.
no. So we went to Old Queens, right? And we were chilling out, and we hit a couple bars. We got really drunk really quickly, and then on our way back, we try and get some pizza, and then we ordered an Uber. On the way back from pizza back to the club where the Uber was going to take us from, this dude who Taima was talking to all night come up to us, and he's like, "Yo, that's the guy who pushed me," and like points at Tyrus and me, and we're like fucked up. Everyone's really messed up, and they're still kind of like not in the best mood either. So we're just like kind of like trying to relax, and they start calling us out, and we're like, "What? No, nothing. Like, fuck off. Like, no."
Wait. So your cousin was fucking around, was like, hey,
Okay. No,
wait,
nothing happened. Okay, ready?
no, who does she point at? The other dude or you guys?
No. The other dudes pointed at us
Oh,
because yeah. So one of them was dancing with Taima during like the night, and when he asked for her number later on that night, she was like, "Yo, sorry, yeah, no, I'm not really looking for anything." Because she's also older. She's like, "I'm not really looking for anything.
yeah,
But also I live in Hawaii." And
yeah.
when a dude hears, "Oh, I live in Hawaii," what does that mean? That means I don't want to give you my number, freak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, we're gonna have a
It's,
bunch of Skype dates. I'll send you bottles of
yeah,
wine.
exactly.
It'll
Like,
be
no.
neck beard central.
Neck beard central, exactly. So like, she just left it at that, and he probably assumed that she was just trying to just dismiss of him. So he was kind of salty about it, and that's how it started because we went back and we saw them again. So they started pushing us, and like we were like, dude, just fucking relax. And then like they start like calling us out and shit, right? So we get pissed off. Taima, for some reason, decides to go off on them, and it was awesome because from that energy, it rubbed off on me, and I started going off on them too, even though we were severely fucked. Like Tyrus was just fucking chilling. He was just standing there like,
Oh
no,
God,
no, nothing
this sounds
happened.
bad, dude.
Oh, it was fucking bad. All right, hold on. So Taima was like, Taima was like chilling, and she was like, dude, you guys have to stop acting like children and grow the fuck up, blah blah.
Oh, I hate
And
that, dude. I hate that phrase.
I know, right?
Doesn't no everyone? You know when someone's like, "Oh,
she,
you guys are like children. You can't
yeah,
even." And it's like,
but I think she's doing it on purpose, and she knows it's pissing them off too. And okay, this one dude was wearing a fucking apron that looked like the skin of a really buff dude. You know what I mean? Like
why is he wearing an apron? Where the fuck are you people?
It's old Queens, man. Shit happens. So
who the fuck goes out in an apron?
No, okay, but the apron was
holy shit, man.
It meant to look like, you know, like on this the design on it was representative of like the body behind it, just really muscular. You know what I mean?
No, I know what that means, but that doesn't detract from the fact that some dude went out in a fucking apron.
Yeah, but remember, it also had like a full like dick area.
That's not a fucking excuse.
Okay, anyway.
What do you mean that's not an excuse to go out in a fucking apron? That's so stupid.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't know, it was pretty funny. Anyway, but I was fucking with him the entire time, right? Because of it. Like they were like, you know, they were going back and forth, and I was like, dude, hide behind your apron because that dick is way smaller than yours in real life. Like we just started going off on each other, and eventually one of them pushes Tyrus, and Tyrus drunkenly pushes them back or whatever, and they just start railing him. So I just fucking like seriously, it was horrible. So I start freaking out. I punched one of the dudes, like not even I missed too, and I fucking
nice
knuckle hurt for fucking weeks afterwards. Anyway, but I
actually just fucking wail on. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So that fucking happened, and then I was trying to like fucking get him off Tyrus, right? And he's just not having it. And this really big dude was just holding me back. Like, I'm not doing anything, bro. Because he was huge.
Yeah.
Like I knew he wasn't gonna punch me because if he did, I would probably die. You know what I mean? The worst thing is the cops came, like after all the conversation happened. Like no, so hold up. So some huge black dude just like literally just ran in between Tyrus and one of the dudes that was punching him. Like just literally like slammed his body in the middle. You know how like the referees do in fucking UFC fighting?
Yeah. They break it up.
Slide their bodies in between, right? So he kind of did that and pushed them off. And when the cops came, they just literally came in, walked around, looked at people, and left. They
don't want to do that shit.
Right? But fuck that, dude. Do
you see how masculine that guy in the apron is? Nobody wants to fuck with him, man.
That's a good point. I wouldn't fucks with that. I actually did fucks with that. Because he punched me and I punched him back, and that felt really good.
It felt really good.
Oh my god.
So was that like the first time you've like gotten in a fight?
Oh no, absolutely not.
Okay, because I was about to say, like, you feel that like the first time you loaded up, you just whiffed the dude's face.
No. Typically, when I was younger, I would just like cup my thumb, and because of that, I have like a thing in my thumb now. It's fucking like.
Oh, dude, wait. You mean like the cheerleader fist, right? Your thumb's inside and your forefingers go on top.
Yeah.
Dude, no. That's how you break everything.
I know, but it's so much fun.
What do you mean? How is that fun?
Well, I was so younger, so I wasn't that strong.
Wait, how is that? What do you mean by fun? That's only dangerous, dude.
Not really. Yeah, I never got hurt from that.
Yeah, probably because you're throwing like pillow fists. But dude, don't do that shit, man. Don't do that shit. Because it's this. All your knuckles are gonna collapse. You're gonna like just break everything, man.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. That's something that like. When I teach martial arts, a lot of people, like a lot of the kids,
actually punch people.
What, for me?
Yeah. Did you take one though?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, like according to our style, we're not supposed to.
Something like that, like tango.
Up there, yeah, kind. It's like very kick based, so there's not that much punch based. But even so, like we still have like quote unquote punches in there. It's just not like super good. It wasn't until I went to college that I actually started like getting balls deep into like jujitsu and boxing and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like just teaching in general, like a lot of kids naturally like to keep their thumb inside their fist.
Yeah.
And it was like my teacher was saying how it's because like a lot of the girls when they start learning cheerleader, like cheerleading practice, that's the kind of
Yeah.
fist that they use to like hold like the pom poms and shit, I guess. But I mean, in terms of like actually
That's
punching
awesome.
somebody, yeah,
Yeah.
but no, but it's terrible because I have to like break down all these badass habits and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know. Okay, and another thing, I don't know if you've ever worked with kids recently, but they can't fucking jump.
Wait,
Like,
kids can't jump now?
no, they can't jump for shit, man. Okay, if I told you, hey, man, jump over this puddle, right?
Yeah.
When you're a kid, you would run up and you would jump. And how would you like move your legs? Would you just like pull your ankle to your butt, or would you actually jump and put your knees to your chest? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Uh oh, I would like put my knees to my chest.
Yes, because that's the right fucking way to jump.
Why can't they jump?
I don't know, but it's not just one. It's like all of them, like every single one that like I've been like a good majority of them don't know how to jump, and like, it's just like they just like
What the
you
That's
know you know
so
when like gym
weird.
class when you do like butt kickers,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
they do. That's their jump, and I'm like, you realize you get like a height of like 2 inches, right? Like, what are you doing?
Um, weird.
No, but then
How
like
old wait, how old are these kids?
I want to say between 6 and 12.
Damn, that's a range.
Yeah, that's a pretty big
Wait,
range.
and none of them can jump.
No, they can't jump for dude. They can't jump for shit. They can't jump because it used to
Oh
be.
my
We used to have a
god.
game where it's like you take like a staff or something, right?
Yeah,
And then you would just like slowly raise it, and everyone would jump and jump and jump, so that you
yeah,
train your body to like jump higher. Or sometimes
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like you swing at them, but like not like you're trying to beat the shit out of them.
yeah,
But like you swing at them like slowly. It's like you remember the game where you used to have like the jump rope, and you used to like have one kid in the middle and you spin, and then
yeah.
everyone around like jumps up, and you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
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 so it was kind of like that, but like we would use it like because that shit's fun. And then
yeah,
like, oh, okay, you didn't jump high enough, then you get like hit on the ankle, and you okay, ow, wow, it
yeah,
fucking sucks.
yeah.
But they can't jump for shit, dude. It's so
That's
bad.
so weird.
It's horrendous, and it's especially bad when it's like 12 plus, and then like they've never consistently jumped, and like they're starting to lift their knees up, but they're like, it's horrendous to look at, dude. It's
Wow.
it's on it, yeah. It looks like
Now
it
I'm
looks
wondering,
more.
what if I jumped like that?
It's I don't know how that's natural. Like, how does that feel
Yeah,
natural? I
yeah,
So like it's a lot of weird stuff like that, and I'm just like, I don't know how to teach this because I never did it as a kid. So
yeah,
what is going on?
yeah.
But there's a big issue with
Dude,
that, and especially
I think Trump might be the answer. You have to make America great again.
yeah, yeah, that's the way to go, dude.
You know, because like if kids can't jump,
They can't make it
can
over
they
the
pay their
wall.
taxes?
They can't go over the wall.
That's true, but we can't get over the wall there, but Mexican children can definitely jump normally.
But
Yeah,
I don't know,
definitely.
dude. It's very weird.
Yeah,
It's very weird because it's like I never noticed too big of a generational difference. When you're young, you don't really like. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. And then it's not until you get older and older, you're like, wow, was I this annoying when I was their age?
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
ever?
That's dude. That's true.
I
That's
mean,
very
even now,
true.
like I'm guessing, like, do you have a lot of like contact with like freshmen or like the incoming class and stuff?
No, not really.
It's so weird.
I know like a couple
It's
people, but not really. Wait,
okay, but
you can spot a difference even there?
no, I can sniff that out from a mile away, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, for here, like where I'm at, a lot of people like, do you wear a lanyard around your neck? No, right? Nobody does that,
Yeah, that's true.
right? But like you can tell, like the ones that do, and plus like the lanyard's like white and clean and shit. You're like, okay, you just got here.
Yes, that's true.
Not even that. Is okay. Is it just me, or is it like are kids looking younger and younger?
That is true.
Is
Yes,
that a
and
thing? Because
that's
I've
honestly
asked
creeping me
people,
out a little bit.
like in their 20s ish, and they're like, yeah, no, it looks like this kid should be in like eighth grade,
Yeah,
right? But then like I talked to like some of like the professors or like some of like the security guards or whatever,
yeah,
and they're like, nah, you guys all look like that. And I was like, what, really? I was like, no way, I look like that.
yeah.
It's just I
Dude,
don't know.
what if there is a difference between us? You know what I mean?
What do you
What if
mean?
what if they actually are much smaller, but people just
No,
don't
that's what I'm
realize
saying.
the progression. Yeah,
I definitely feel that's a thing.
that's so weird.
Like they look, because okay, I remember when I was in like sixth grade or fifth
Yeah.
grade. I remember like the sixth graders were like full ass grown men with like actual like facial hair. Okay. And then like nobody in our grade ever had facial hair until like college, right? I mean, with the exception of you, but that's because you were fed all
Uh,
that like organic shit from Poland. You know, God knows what.
True. Cleaner than what we're eating here.
Oh, what are you talking about? GMOs are great. GMOs are what Jesus
GMOs are
intended.
so tasty. You know what I mean? Like, it's so good.
But
Mm.
I
Dude,
don't know.
children are freaking me out these days. Seriously. Did I tell you
In what
how
way?
my little sisters outsmarted me?
I mean, that's not that difficult, is it? Got him.
Oh,
Got him. Got him. Got him.
Daddy. Okay, you know what? Here's how it went. We were chilling, and they come out of my room approximately like 3 o'clock when they were babies, and I was like in high school already. And when that time comes, I have to brace myself, put all my shit away so I don't break it, and like play with them for a little bit, right? And then they'll get bored and they'll leave. Problem is, I had like an exam that day. I'm like, you know what? No, I can't. But I didn't have a lock on my door, so I just shut my door and just held it. I just waited, and hopefully they're gonna bore themselves out and then leave. But then I remembered that, oh shit, I have a fucking door that goes around through the bathroom to a different room back to the hallway. But that door
Okay.
was closed, and the small one told the smaller one to fucking walk around while she's still banging on the door. So I was holding the door when she was like banging and scratching and shit like that, and then
Hey man, she just
tell her
wanted
to
to
walk
build a snowman.
around. Yo, I could have totally built a snowman with her. Dude, they're so adorable, but they're growing so fast. And like, dude, like they're both playing the piano now. Is it just Asian kids, or was I
No, that's Asian kid,
retarded?
dude. I mean, okay, how old are they?
Now they're 6 and 7.
Yeah, that sounds like a right time to start playing piano.
Damn, but they're playing like real songs. And I'm just like, damn,
Real songs.
like real songs. Like
No,
not Mary Had a Little Lamb. Like they're playing actual songs.
like
I'm
just full
just
out
like,
Mozart.
yeah, about requiems. I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna go kill myself real quick.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I definitely
played
feel like people are
Pokemon when I was their age. Like this is weird.
people are definitely getting smarter though. You
Yeah,
know,
that's scary, man.
at least academically, I feel like people are getting smarter.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
I've heard that in maybe not all of Europe, but like because I talk to a lot of people that go abroad, and I've heard that
Yeah,
like college in Europe isn't as like equated to like a university in the US.
yeah, it's really different. It's really really different
Like
actually.
the exams are a lot easier. It's like more oral
Yeah,
exams and shit.
it's way more oral exams, and also there's only like 1 or 2 exams at the end, and you can retake it like twice.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's really nice. Like
Wait,
seriously,
okay.
like
So then I have a
my ex
question.
girlfriend was in law, so yeah, that's how she had it, and all my other friends too. Yeah, what's your question?
Okay, so my question is, I've heard that if you have like an American degree, right, America,
Yeah,
right, from
yeah.
Trump University, that
From
you,
Trump University.
yeah, especially,
Yeah,
um, that
you
you
can
can
you can definitely
easily get a
freaking get it
job.
anywhere.
Yeah, you can easily get a job in Europe.
So not just that, if you speak English, you can basically get a job. Well, not really, but like if you speak English and have some type of skill, you will find a job, guaranteed.
So then, would you consider doing that? Like, what are your plans after graduation? Do you think you'll go back to Europe, or do you think you'll hang out in the U.S. for a bit?
I don't know, man. I want to stay in the US for a little bit to make that money. You know what I mean? Because Europe, you can't make anything. Like if you bring Polish dollars to Europe and get paid approximately the same amount as a different as someone in the same profession in Europe, not Europe, but in Poland specifically, then you are fucking set. You know what I mean? Like you will have so much money in Poland.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the difference between like just how the economies are doing and the exchange rates and whatnot.
Oh,
But
absolutely, yeah. But I mean, you can't really compare America to an Eastern European country.
yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
like maybe it would be difficult to go to Europe and then come back to the U.S. But if you
Yeah.
if you have like a decent amount of skill, and you can go make a a good living in Europe, then like why even
Yeah.
bother coming back?
No, of
Like
course. Yeah,
if you can
absolutely.
afford like the food, housing, and
Yeah.
I'm sure the culture there's a lot more in depth and better than not better, but because I love the U.S. I love that we have
Yeah.
guns,
And burgers within burgers on pizzas.
dude. Can't get that anywhere else.
That's true. That's true.
How are the food portions in Europe? I hear they're smaller, but you guys
They
eat
are
more
they are
frequent.
they are smaller, but yes, that's true. So typically, most Europeans have like breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper. So it's 4 meals instead of three.
Whoa, like that's a thing? I thought dinner and supper were like pretty synonymous.
Okay, so they are synonymous, but they're completely different kinds of food. Like they're much closer to lunch.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like
Huh.
like supper. So you'll have your breakfast, and then during dinner you'll have it at 2 o'clock, and it's something warm. And then
Dinner's
for
at
supper,
2?
2 or 3 o'clock. Yeah,
Oh, so
like
it's like
where
an
lunch
afternoon
normally
kind
is.
of.
No, no, and then supper
When supper?
is like 6, 7.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's different. I don't know. I mean, do you still keep those eating habits here, or do you
No,
like?
no, 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 no. Because it's like you have to have someone who lives in Poland who goes out and goes shopping for Polish products that can make you these
No, no,
dishes.
no. I mean, do you still eat on like a 4 meal kind of schedule, or do
No,
you?
no, no. I eat on a 3 meal schedule.
Okay.
It completely changed. I actually never lived on the 4 meal schedule. A lot of people did. I never did. And it's not
Hmm.
like a. It's more of like if your family does it, you'll do it. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah,
really a choice. It's just that my family never did it.
it's definitely a lot more like communal there, I feel.
It is. It really like it's really cool because the the houses in Poland, like the apartments in Warsaw specifically, everyone knows each other for like blocks, and they all have very similar lifestyles and very similar mentalities. I think that's the biggest difference between like the U.S. and
Yeah, in the US, you
Poland.
barely know your neighbor, you know?
Yeah, but you have your own life, and it's very specific and special and different.
Yeah. It's more,
Everyone, I don't know. I feel like everyone has a very similar mentality, very similar way of living, and very similar values in general. It's just weird.
you mean in Europe?
Maybe not Europe, but like Poland specifically.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense, I mean, I'm sure it has to do with the heritage and the culture, and it's just
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
you guys are based in more of a communal kind of thing, but then like I
Yeah.
guess in the US it's more based on like diversity, but then that also means like I don't know who the fuck this guy next to me is. He might stab me.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That's true.
plus it's just like a much more narcissistic culture if you really think about it, like
Yeah, but I like that a lot.
well,
I like that.
yeah, because you're at heart an American,
Yeah.
right? You're a Trump nut hugger.
Yes. All day, every day.
Wonderful.
Definitely.
But wow. I mean, like it's definitely getting like a lot more interesting to me about like just the differences between different cultures, different worlds.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's you can dude, you can read for days about it. Seriously, so I think the biggest difference also is just like the the bipartisanship, like the whole point of having two sides. I think that for me is huge in developing how Americans think too.
do you think that's healthy though, just having two sides?
No, but at the same time, I don't know what's healthy for America because you can't compare America to any other country.
Yeah, that's something I definitely agree with you. Like a lot of people say
You really can't.
statistic
You
like,
know what I
oh,
mean?
well, statistically this country didn't have any guns and they're doing and it's like, yeah, okay, but
Yeah,
they're
that's
also
true.
like a tenth of the size of the US.
Yeah, they're so
You
very
know?
different. Yeah, that's true.
And
That's true.
it's culturally it's different, the people are different. I
Yeah,
don't think a cultural revolution is exactly an easy thing to do,
yeah,
but um I definitely feel like a two-party system is really antiquated, dude.
yeah. That's true. You know what's really cool actually? Have you ever heard of like how the how like schools are different in Europe and in the States?
I have a very
It's it's really
shitty
cool.
understanding of it. So by
So
all means, just go off on it.
gladly, because this is something that fucked me hard when I was coming into the States. Because not only did I not know the fucking difference between increasing and decreasing.
Yes. Please explain that. Explain that.
All right, so fuck. I was trying to, pass an exam in chemistry that I wasn't sure on because I had to have a fucking dictionary with my fucking exams, and it was fucking bad. And when I finally got the questions, I actually answered a couple of them right, but I fucked up the difference between the word increasing and decreasing. And sadly, these two words are antonyms of each other. So, so yeah,
Yeah, you got fucked.
yeah.
But
But
no,
no, seriously, like it's a huge difference.
I vaguely remember you were telling me about this, how like when you first came to the
Hmm.
US, you were like, "Oh, I got a C. That's pretty good."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
that's
everyone else
true.
is like, "Oh, dude, that's so bad." And you're like, "What
Yeah,
are you
that's
talking
actually
about?"
very true. That's very true.
Wait, so can you shed some light on that? I'm not
Yeah,
really.
yeah. So like in Europe, it's a lot like people. The teachers are very typically very old, and they typically work very long because remember the retirement age is also much later in Poland specifically. Um, so
Is
they're
that a
they're
thing, really?
yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
retirement age was younger in Europe, or maybe
Well,
I'm just thinking of
Western Europe, yeah, Western Europe.
Greece, because I know Greece retirement is like 40 or some ridiculous shit
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
It's like 60, yeah.
Dude, it's so early, and you get like $35,000 to just go travel and do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much,
Sweet.
yeah. But that's why they're fucking bankrupt now.
Yeah, yeah, that's rough, man.
Yeah. But no, but it's really cool because so first off, all teachers are typically very old, and the worst thing is that they are very old fashioned therefore, and they think that, you're good enough for a C and I am good enough for a B. The teacher is good enough for a B. And then for an A, it's only the God.
What?
I'm serious. I've
Did,
had
did,
classes like this, and of course, this is not absolute to all classes, but most classes did that. Like, not maybe not most classes, but a lot of them, a majority of them
A is for
did that.
God?
Pretty
Just
much, yeah.
perfect.
Like
Like you have to be like
you're just not gonna
Einstein.
pass.
What?
Yeah. So, for example, my buddy had one like a Olympics whatever in one thing. He won it in history, the history Olympics
Oh,
or
like a
whatever. You
science
have it for
Olympiad
every
kind of thing.
exactly. He won the entire thing. Like he was one of like the top 1,000 kids or whatever, right? And my teacher refused to give him an A.
What?
Yeah, seriously.
Fuck out my face. Are you serious?
Yeah, my teacher
I
refused to
just
give
beat
him an A.
everyone in the world. What are you talking about?
Exactly. No, in Poland, yeah. Like, just no. So yeah, like that's how bad it is.
So
Anyway,
A's are
so
just
I
pretty
yeah
much like
I come
non-existent.
into the fucking school with C's, right? And I'm fucking look at this shit, and I'm like, look at it, and I even had a couple B's. I was doing really well, right? And they were like, yeah, this is the 2.5. This is really bad, and I'm like, what? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Ugh.
What?
And then I went to fucking classes in here, and I was like, oh, okay, this is why.
Damn.
but yeah, but so also, Europe has a very different system in general. They have a lot of schools that are smaller, and therefore you have classes of people, just like you would in elementary school,
Right.
and you have classes of like 30 kids who all do the same thing. But the schedules are weekly instead of daily.
That's
Just think about it. So you know
yeah.
how you
I'm
have
not
a
gonna
weekly
retain
schedule?
shit. Are you kidding me?
Exactly, exactly. But you have it so free. You have it for 6 years.
Whoa, wait. What? What the fuck?
Yeah, you have it middle school through high school,
Oh, right.
and you have chemistry for 6 years. You have physics, biology,
I mean, that's
geography.
not too off from the U. I know the U.S. does dabble a bit into like bio and chem in like seventh and eighth grade, but
No, no, yeah, of course, yeah. But you see, the thing is that what Americans do is that they have one course and they finish that course, and they
right.
move on to the next course.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that thing existed when I came to the States. I was like, this is really
Wait.
smart. And then I would come to the same class every single day. You know what I mean? And I would understand it.
Wait. So then in Europe, like when you were still taking those, or I guess you didn't take those courses because you transferred, but would you have like physics, bio, and like chem all
Yeah, we had
from
all these classes, yes.
like so you never finished either any of them until you
Exactly.
graduated?
Okay, yes. I never finished any of the classes, but I've started and know enough about them. So when I came into school, they were like, okay, so you've done like 4 years of geography. and 4 years of biology and 4 years of chemistry and 4 years of physics.
Do you
But we
think it's
can't
better?
worse. I had to take biophysics and chem all over starting sophomore year.
So it must have been like really dense, like for you to,
It was,
you
and
know,
also in a
just
different language. Oh, it's horrible. Fucking horrible. I hated it, but
wow.
I think it made me a better student now, which I still don't think
So
so. But
you like the American system more, right? Like I mean, it
oh,
sucks,
absolutely,
obviously, but
absolutely.
you
So
retain more.
okay, so here's the thing. Also, it's not really fair because we went to a pretty good high school,
Yeah, we did.
but
And then we left, and then the SWAT team was called, and all this.
yeah, right.
Then
For
the middle
real.
schoolers are dealing cocaine, and
Yeah.
yeah, that was fun times. Thanks,
Thanks, school.
thanks for that.
Yeah. No, but fucking most schools in America aren't bad. People tell stories when they go to America and they come back and they tell you, oh yeah, I was I won a thing for my school, and it's not true because remember, American classes are bad, like compared to the rest of the world, but only the regular classes. The honors classes
Yeah, but
are
not every
way
school offers
higher.
that. You know,
That's
not
true. That's true.
not every school. Like,
But see, this is the problem. You can't say American schooling system is poor. You have to say that American schooling system has a big range. And
yeah,
on average might be poor, but America has some of the very middle class of all countries' educations, and but it also has the best schools in the world.
right. Okay,
You
I
know,
see your point.
that's a difference worth noting. You can't just
Yeah,
say because in Europe, most like fucking schools are very similar.
but I mean, yeah, and I mean, if you really think about it, like we kind of lucked out with where we came from.
Oh, absolutely.
Like even like the dumb motherfuckers in our high school, they're
Yeah,
still like
yeah,
way
they're
better
so
off.
set. Yeah,
They're still yeah. So and
that's
I don't
true.
know. I mean, even with that, like knowing objectively that we're probably in the top echelon, or I don't
Yeah,
even know if I'm saying that word right, but you know the fuck I mean,
yeah.
right?
No,
Even
no, no,
with
no.
that,
I agree with you.
it's still like high. Like I'm still nervous to get a job. I'm still nervous to like.
It's a problem, seriously. Like, if you think about it, like we're thrown into the world, and did you really learn anything in fucking college? You know what I mean? Did you learn any life skills in
Okay,
college?
no, okay. So here's what I will say about college: that I don't regret coming to college
Oh,
because I've
not really.
learned so much. No, I've learned so much in terms of people skills, in terms of
That's true.
having a
That's very
higher
true.
emotional IQ, in terms of just understanding. Like you can now spot a person and they talk a bit, and you're like, okay, this guy has like a big ass ego, or oh, okay, this
Yeah.
person's
Okay.
just
Fuck this
a
guy.
huge cunt. Like you know,
Yeah.
like you can tell immediately.
That's true.
And you learn so much because you're exposed to like a large number of shitty people, which unfortunately, like, sorry, that's how you learn. But you
Yeah,
also meet
that's
some
true.
really great people. And you're like, oh wow, this dude, like, he came through for me. You know, like he
Yeah,
held my
that's
hair
true.
when I was puking in the bathroom. Like, yeah, this is a
Yeah.
bro. So I
Yeah.
definitely learned a lot more in that sense than I did
Yeah.
academically.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
I feel like it's just for both our majors is very like the first 2 years are just like, hey, let's try to weed out all the kids.
Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty
So
much.
I
Yeah.
mean, the chem I learned my freshman year looked nothing like the chem I learned in like AP Chem in high school.
Oh, absolutely. Wait, you took AP Chem? How was that?
Um, weren't didn't you take it with me?
I took Orgo with you.
Oh shit, that's right. See, that's another thing. We like when I tell people I took Orgo in high school,
Yeah,
they're like, "What
people
the?"
freak out. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Every
people
single person.
freak out. I
I
didn't
was just
realize it
like,
was
oh
that
yeah, I
rare.
did it. I thought every school had it. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. So Orgo was no, but okay, Orgo was good though. Like Orgo was good to me. That was a cakewalk.
Yeah,
I mean, a
because of
lot
the
of it.
class.
No, yeah, the class when I took it in college, I mean, a lot of it was like nomenclature shit like that. But then, like by the time you
Yeah,
hit mechanisms, like we were already so comfortable with it's just bullshitting, right? It's
yeah,
just like you look at it and you're like, okay, I think maybe this swivels here and that happens, and then
yeah.
whatever.
And these are the
So
points for understanding how it works.
yeah, and
Yeah,
I like that way of thinking a lot more than just like the Chem 101, 102
yeah,
kind of shit because that
yeah,
stuff was horrendous. Especially because
yeah.
when I took it, they didn't let us use calculators. Did they let you take calculators?
What?
Yeah, so we had to do like the pH levels. They had
Yeah,
us like
with
memorize
logs?
ways, yeah, to calculate logs without a calculator.
That's messed. No,
Dude,
we had that for physics.
my asshole has never been reamed that hard, dude. It was
We had
vicious.
that for physics.
It was vicious.
It was. I can only imagine.
It was like ridiculous approximations like, oh, well, log
Yeah.
of 0.5 is kind of like log of 0.2 plus 0.3 or some stupid shit. I don't remember. But it was like you do that, you round it, and you get this answer. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
what in the flying fuck?
Yeah, that sucks.
I don't know. I mean, and yeah, it was just rough. But
Yeah.
apparently now they switched it. So the people taking physics no longer can use a calculator, and the people taking chem can take it with
Oh,
a
for real, for
calculator.
you guys too? Yeah,
No,
that's how it works for me.
it recently switched. I just finished physics last semester, like last year,
Right.
and they let us use calculators, which was nice because it was just, I just put everything in Notfolio. They gave us like a,
Calculators really fucking help. Seriously,
huh?
calculators really help me, just like in terms of comfort and confidence.
Yeah, it does. I mean, the exams also do come out to be like a little more like hectic. Like you get numbers like 178.12 or some
Yeah,
shit.
that's true. That's true. That's true.
Versus like if you do it like computationally and it's like a
Yeah.
no they have it come
Yeah.
out to be like a nice even number, like
Yeah.
120.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's all over the place, but
Yeah.
I mean, like I already decided a long time ago, I'm not gonna let one exam like ruin my fucking life and like
Yeah.
basic. You know what I mean? Like you can't have that much anxiety over it. You just
It's very
gotta
important. You just gotta push through it.
you gotta do your work. You gotta read the stuff. Like don't wait till the last second. Just take the fucking exam
That's
and
true.
get out. If you
That's
don't do
true.
that hot, it's fine.
That's
Like
true.
people, yeah, it's not gonna define the rest. I mean, unless you're like competing for like Nobel Peace Prize or some shit, and you're
Yeah.
in like Harvard or MIT, then okay, then you did that to yourself. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't think exams are too bad, and you don't really have exams after you graduate. I mean, maybe like some evaluations or like
Yeah,
if you're
that's
going
true.
to like grad
But
school or
it's
something.
really not that vital. Like, first off, also, okay, as almost any major that you have, you will never be in a situation where you can't use specific materials to look
Yeah,
something
exactly.
up.
You will never be taking an accountant exam with no
Exactly.
fucking calculator.
Exactly. That's
You
why I think
have
like
Excel.
assignment will be more important than exams.
Yeah. And look, honestly, realistically, okay, I've gotten this general vibe from people.
Yeah.
I mean, like this is just my observation. But do you
Yeah.
feel that like the older you get and the more closer you approach the age of like being a quote unquote like real adult and like really,
Okay,
working?
that's too much for me, dude. Okay,
No,
so
no, no.
first off, let me preface this by saying that I don't have exams anymore. I have projects to
Yeah,
finish.
that's what I'm saying. That's what
That
I'm saying.
shit is some adult fuckery. I don't fuck with that. That's weird, man. Let me study the night before like a normal child would. Okay, don't throw me out there to the wolves.
But
I'm
okay,
terrified.
but do you feel that the closer you get
Yeah,
to like being an actual businessman, chemist, or
yeah,
whatever the fuck,
yeah.
that you realize that nobody has any fucking clue what they're doing?
I do, but see, that's the thing though. You don't work with these people. You work with people who are higher than you.
Okay, do you though? Because like we all know, we've all heard stories where people complain like, "Oh my God, my coworker Cindy was such a fucking bitch. She didn't even know how to use Microsoft Word. How did she get this far?" And you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So like the same kind of fuckery that you would deal with like class projects where like this one dude just doesn't show up to the meetings and then the other bitch always has to like buy her
Yeah,
coffee first so she's always late or
yeah,
whatever the fuck. But then you realize like nobody has actually any like when I was growing up, I thought, "Oh, I turned 18 and then I have to be an adult and then I graduate college and then I'm going to be like, you know what I mean? I'll have that sense of security and know
bro.
everything."
I can't, man. It's so weird to me.
And then you just be like there's no anxiety, there's no
Yeah,
depression, there's nothing crazy
yeah.
like that. Like I'll just be
Well,
like,
I
"Oh,
went to jail. Daddy will bail me out.
no,
It's
like
fine.
you no, like you have this perception of an adult as like, oh, let me just toss on my suit and grab my briefcase and I'm
Yeah,
on my merry fucking way and then I make
yeah,
money and then I make you know what I mean? I come home, I cook
yeah.
dinner and then you realize like, yeah, no, nobody
Bro,
has
I
any
got
fucking
bills
clue
to
what
pay.
they're doing.
Yeah,
Nobody has, and then like that comforts me because on one hand it's like, okay, we don't have any more exams. We actually
yeah,
go to college and then we graduate. We're really like one of the lucky ones, that made it that far.
yeah.
And then we
That's
start
true. That's
working.
true.
But like you're not working on exams now you're working on real life problems and
Yeah,
sometimes they don't have fucking solutions,
yeah. That's true.
right? You know?
That's true, dude. I just want to stay a kid and party as much as I can. To tell you my plan after college, I think I have a really good plan after college. I think. Again, I think.
You're gonna open up your own brothel in Amsterdam.
Um, been there, done that. They exist. They're called Bangarang. Okay, and
No
they're
fucking way. They call them
no,
bangerangs.
no, they don't.
Shut the fuck up.
No,
Dude, no, okay, because I might have believed that because I only recently learned that like apparently like the coffee shops and cafes
Yeah.
are a different thing. Like, hey,
Yeah, that's true. No, no, they are. Yeah, the coffee shops. Yeah, coffee shops have like they have a waiter, and then cafes have a waiter.
I was told
That's
coffee shops
different.
they sell like a fuck ton of weed.
Oh, you mean in Amsterdam?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Those are smoke shops, not coffee shops.
I mean, they call them coffee shops. I don't. That's
Really?
what I've been told. I don't know, man. Like, you're the European here.
I went there. I've never heard anyone say
Okay, so
coffee shop.
but like that's what I've heard from
Yeah,
multiple people that like, hey, yeah, no,
yeah.
when we say coffee shop, we mean like a smoke shop. When we say cafe, we mean like where you get your latte and shit.
That's weird.
I don't. So that's why I wouldn't put it past like if you guys were crazy enough to just name it Bangarang.
No, no. I wish.
This
No,
is
but,
happy hour at the Bangarang, guys.
dude, happy hour would be like
Right
fucking.
between dinner and supper.
Yo, my fucking thing is going off.
Is that your fire alarm?
Yeah, whatever. My housemates dealt with it. A. But you know, so my plan after school is to live in the same shithole I live right now for another year, and to save up money.
Oh, that's off campus. I
Yeah,
didn't know.
because what? No, no,
Is
no,
that
for another year because I'm not staying in school. I'm leaving after this year.
wait? So which shithole are you talking about?
The one I'm living in right now,
Yeah, that's
off
what I'm saying.
campus.
So your place of residence is off campus.
Yes, it's off campus.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So
So
I'm gonna stay here and for one more year after this year, or stay somewhere close here, and save up money because see, the biggest thing for engineers who quote unquote made it, and if I do make it, that would be great. But the biggest problem with these people is that they start making way too much money way too quickly. And no, I'm serious, man. Like, okay, think about it. Right now,
that's not a
as you're
fucking
sitting here,
problem. Shut the fuck
hold
up.
up. As you're sitting
Okay.
here right now, what if you're making like 50K a year right now? You wouldn't do what you do right now. You wouldn't have the same life. You wouldn't have the same like standards. You wouldn't have the same taste, right?
Wait, if I'm making 50K
Yeah,
right
like
now,
right now,
like while I'm
like
in
you
while I'm in
upgrade to a
school,
nicer pad. You know what I mean? You would like no, no, no.
no, I would probably say I would drink more for sure.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, but like,
Jeez, that's fucking annoying.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but
No,
that's my
I
point
can't edit
though.
it out because it's fine. Whatever.
That's funny. No, but see, that's my point though. It's weird. So basically, he told me that like if you save up a little money and then you put a down payment on a house, you can mortgage it throughout the years that you can live in your 20s because you're not gonna start a family when you're 23, right? I think you're
Yeah.
23 to 26 approximately. You just work and then party at night or at the weekends, which is exactly what I want to do. So therefore, just to get a house with your friends and have them pay you rent, and then you pay that money to the mortgage place, right? And then eventually, when you want to sell the house, you don't sell the house for what it's worth. You sell the house for, well, you sell the house for what it's worth, but you get back whatever difference from what you paid already in the mortgage.
Yeah, but then you have to find basically three friends that you're kind of like hustling the fuck out of,
How are you hustling the fuck out of them?
Because you're the owner, right? And you're collecting rent from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're the only one that benefits. Everyone else is just paying rent. They don't get a
No,
down. You know what
they
I mean? They
don't.
don't.
Yeah, but they also save hella money.
Okay. Okay, I can see you on that. I mean,
You know what I mean? Because like they're saving hella money, and also like whenever something's broken in the house, I gotta pay for it out of pocket.
that's true.
I'm my own landlord now. Like you're not taking on the money, you're taking on
So
the responsibility
so then are
for
you
the money.
buying? Are you gonna try to buy
Yeah,
and
that's the
put a down
point.
payment
Like
on?
I would be the owner of the house. I would have to pay the taxes. You know what I mean? Like every year.
No, but is that your plan right now? Like the place you're at right now is where you want
No,
to
no,
buy?
not this house. No, 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 no,
Yeah,
no.
some other place, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. When I find one, yeah, basically.
Shit. Okay, well, I
And then
mean,
yeah, and then once I fucking start, to when I sell the house and buy a new one or put a down payment on one, I'll still have that like whatever 30K that just sitting in there, and I can like
yeah,
invest that in, like, my IRA, and I'll be done with for retirement or whatever. You know what I mean?
IRA. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool idea. So like, I would definitely invite anybody watching to definitely look into this stuff because like if you're our age and I am 22, you guys
Feeling
need to
22.
um kill yourself. Yeah, but no, seriously, dude, like I can't give up the sheer amount of fun I'm having. It's not fair.
I totally feel like I'm gonna miss the fuck out of just, you know,
Yeah.
just being, going nuts. Like, it's fun. And then
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think it's a millennial thing where we're just like, hey, we shouldn't, like, we don't want to grow up, so
I do think it's a millennial thing. But at the same time, our childhoods were the best childhoods that anyone ever had before us.
yeah, I agree. It's fun,
So
but
it's very nice.
man, I mean, there's also always the risk that you get fired or whatever, and then there's a huge financial burden. You don't have an income
Yeah.
coming in, so it's like, do
Yeah,
you
it's
know what
true.
you want to do after? Like, do you have a set path? Like, what kind of general field you want to?
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to go into biomedical engineering or some type of medical engineering. I would be even okay with working for a pharmaceutical, very much so. I
Do
work
you
for
really like that kind of stuff, though?
Yeah, it's fun. And also like the responsibility and the money is amazing.
The risk,
Like,
I don't know.
think about it. The responsibility gives me a sense of purpose, I think. Because if I'm doing something big that matters, that will be done, have a scale up, and that's definitely something that I want to, you know, have as my own.
I mean, okay, so have you like had like hands-on experience with like pure biomedical engineering or like pure
Um, in my internship or like in my
at like a job or an internship or research or something like not
so
not
okay,
class.
so where I work right now is I work for the chemistry department. I'm research assistant, so basically I just like help out, make like stock solutions and do all this stuff. That's where I work at right now, and I mean like pipetting, I guess. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
can
yeah, you're doing
pipette
all the
well.
bitch work. You're
Yeah, I mean,
cleaning
yeah,
beakers and
of
whatnot.
course. But those things I do right now, yeah. But also I took that job mainly because I wanted to get fluent in how a lab works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's applicable to anything I'm doing. I mean, for Pfizer, I was working in quality control. I was working for R&D. I wasn't really working for engineering.
Yeah, R&D is definitely where I thought that you were heading towards.
No,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? With like the,
I'm assuming, yeah. But you see, that wasn't R&D with engineering. I was just R&D in like the manufacturing department. It was a little bit different.
huh.
So yeah, but you see, here's the point though. Like, when people say that that you study engineering in general, like it's not very much to engineering. It's not the class you're taking, it's not the problems you're doing. It's just the way that you think is
Yeah.
trying to
No,
train
so
you.
that's actually what I was trying to steer this conversation towards is that
Yeah.
a lot of engineers,
Mhm.
especially like here, they take the classes that aren't very science heavy, but very like critical logic analyst heavy.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
true.
afterwards they graduate and then they get picked up by some corporation and they pay for their MBA and they end up coming out
Wow.
as like managers or like just
Yeah.
like head honchos, like executives.
Wow.
I mean, is that something that you might consider?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like, so the
'Cause
dream for me at
that
least is working in the fucking consulting department. I mean, that's awesome.
wait, so you want to do like management consulting?
Yeah, that would be amazing. Like, especially in like in like a science field like engineering, like
Yeah, like a life science
pharmaceuticals.
dude. Oh shit, I'll send you all the links that I know
Oh, word, dude, please.
because that's where I'm headed, hopefully,
That's
ish.
awesome.
Because right now I have neuroscience major and like business minor, but like the business
Yeah.
minor, like no one actually gives a shit about it because I didn't take the
Yeah.
upper level classes. But at least it shows like, hey, I'm competent. I can read this. I know what money is like, you know. So hopefully, and like I've spoken with my advisor, I'm like, hey, it's just flat out, I'm not really interested in pre med. I'm not interested in
Yeah.
like neurology or anything like that. Like it's too much schooling, it's too much money. He's like, oh, what about research? I'm just like, look, I mean, like I currently work in a research lab, and it's not a bad
Yeah.
gig, but it's just like I can't do it. I
Yeah.
can't.
No, I
It's
got you.
the projects are like 2-3 years long. There's
Yeah.
problems with funding, and sometimes your project doesn't finish.
And basically everything.
No, it's insane. Like I
Yeah.
thought science was very like clear cut. Like when something comes out and it's like, oh, new medication that stops like heart
Yeah.
disease or something. I thought it was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Some
Yeah.
people study, and then like when you go into the nitty gritty of it and you look at how
Yeah.
people like
You look at
release,
the fucking like this the small scale detail, and you just fucking horrified by everything that could go wrong goes wrong.
yeah, everything that
Yeah.
could go wrong probably will. You'll
And
probably
especially if
do.
it's your idea, even more will go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to propose a project for this semester and next, and
Mhm.
then it turns out like the cells that we're studying, they don't
Yeah.
work when like the rats I work with when they're still. So like I originally thought that, oh, we'll just have like them do something and then they'll stop and then
Yeah.
I'll like give them a treat or something, and then we'll measure what the. But then like they have to constantly be moving, so it's like, oh, dope. It's like imagine if
Wow.
like you can only fix your car's engine when it's
Yeah.
going 90 miles an hour.
Wow.
So that was, and when I'm just like, oh fuck, okay, so I
Yeah.
just guess I have to scrap the whole thing. Like it doesn't fucking
Yeah.
work.
Wow.
And like this is also just my personal bias towards science as a whole, because there's been studies. There's actually one recent paper that came out, and it tried to replicate, I think, close to or around 1,000 psychological experiments
Hmm.
just to test their reproducibility. Because in science, nothing really counts for shit unless you can reproduce it, right? Like if I say like, oh, okay, well, I prove that if you pull this trigger, the bullet comes out. I don't know why guns is the first thing that came out, like as my example. It's probably because love Trump, but like if you have a hypothesis and you show it once, it's like, okay, cool, but like, will it always happen? Because that's
Yeah. Oh shit. I'm sorry.
it's all good.
Hold
I
on,
mean, do you have to take the call or
kind of. Yeah.
just mute yourself? I'm gonna go on a rant.
Okay. Word.
All right. But yeah, for our listeners out there, so basically, um, it really just doesn't count for shit unless you can really prove that you can do it again. And what happened was with the study is that through like 1,000 different experiments, they like, and this is like a long 20-year experiment where they try to reproduce these things, and they found that like only close to like I think 33% could actually be reproduced, which is like an alarming number that like, hey, like a good like 60% of the science that we've been telling everybody works actually doesn't. I think I recently read that there was one case where there's like a psychological phenomenon that we believe for the longest time, where it's like if you smile, or like if you have like a happy facial expression, and you like aren't happy, if you just hold it, like if you just smile, then your body gets tricked into believing that, oh, I'm actually happy, and then your mood improves. And what happened was that like that was some lab, I guess, came up with this idea, tested it, and then for their experiment and their data, it's like, okay, yeah, that sounds right. But then like nobody was actually going back and double checking for this kind of stuff. And like recently, they just recently retested, and I think only 9 out of 17 different labs could reproduce the effect where it was like, oh, okay, I smile and I actually feel happier after smiling because my body gets tricked. But then like the other eight other labs, they didn't have anything. And then when they compiled all the data together, it turned out that like none of the data was actually statistically significant. So then you have this giant like basically farce of a phenomenon that has been in psychological textbooks for such a long time. And it's such a small, minor.
Wait,
I don't
that's
know if you've
fucked
been
up.
listening. Are you
Yeah,
listening to
I just tuned in. That's fucked up.
No, but are you listening? Like, do you know what I'm talking? Like, it's about the smiling thing. You remember
No.
learning about this? If you smile
Yeah.
and you feel shitty, your body gets tricked into feeling happier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So they recently tested that, and then like 9 out of
Wait,
17
that's
said,
not
yeah,
true?
that's good. And then 8 out of 17 said, no, that's not true. And then when they compiled all the data together, it was statistically insignificant.
Yeah, of course.
So like that's
Wow.
just one example, and we don't know. And then I don't know if you were listening or you were on your call, but like I was just basically only like 36% ish of
Yeah.
the thousands of experiments could actually be replicated.
That is fucked up.
That's a big fucking gap, right? So like if you think about all these studies where it's like, oh, okay, this new
Wait,
antidepressant.
psychology?
No, yeah, this is psychology. But I mean, like it has to extend onto into like sciences, into biology, chemistry, and
yeah, that's messed up.
and this is just my experience with talking with like a lot of like postdocs and grad students, and it's just like to pursue a PhD in science, you pretty much have to be fucking bonkers. Like, first off, you have to select the right lab, right?
Yeah.
You have to select somebody who has good funding, and also like it doesn't necessarily mean that your PI or principal investigator, who's basically like the lab manager, they might not give a shit about you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So it's completely different. It's not like you just apply to Harvard because, oh, it's Harvard, I'm going to go there. You might have a shitty PI, or they might have like shitty funding, and then you won't be able to get your project done. There's people pursuing a PhD for like 12 years, and then they get sucked into that mentality where it's like, hey, I've already invested like 10 years into this, I might as well just keep trying. But like,
exactly, that's horrible.
And I feel so bad. And then like their project just doesn't go anywhere because it's not like a legitimate thing. And then and then there's some people that are lucky and they get on like 5 years, which is like a short time. But it's just all this
Yeah.
time and investment. And then, I mean, recently where I'm at, one of the labs just got denied funding, and it was one of the big ones.
Hmm.
And the PI basically had to be like, "Hey, sorry guys, everyone but you three are fired."
What?
And it was like, "Fuck." So like, and then that wasn't even like undergrads that are volunteering. It was
Mhm.
yeah. How much time,
Hmm?
or like how much time you got?
Well, right now I should probably be there in like 10 minutes. So
I
we got a little time. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just let me know when you really gotta. But okay, whatever. But basically, what I'm saying is
Yeah.
that
Finish your thought.
yeah, so there's like a huge discrepancy between like what we actually think, like how solid science is. There's
Yeah.
definitely, look, let's be real. Like when you did chem lab, there was definitely times where you're like, oh, I know I'm supposed to produce this result, but I didn't.
Hmm.
And like, fuck. So then
Yeah.
sometimes, you borrow some of the sample from your friend or whatever,
Hmm.
or
Yeah.
and like people like blatantly work backwards
Yeah.
and then don't even do the experiment. So like a lot of science is like, okay, well, it's just
It
probabilistic.
works,
It's
so therefore cool. But I tested something different.
yeah, and that scares the
Yeah.
fuck out of me, man.
Yeah. Do
Uh,
you want to hear something really fucked up?
oh, is this a big pharma thing?
Before the project I was working in, um, I actually learned that companies like Bayer and stuff like that, when they have quality control on their tablets, they take like pills. They take 6 out of 1,000, and they perform Six Sigma tests on them.
That's not
And
that bad.
that's that bad, dude. That's
No,
6 out of 1,000. That
that's not
means
bad.
nine
That's not
hundred
bad.
ninety-four
I'll tell
pills.
you
Just
why.
keep
I'll tell you
going.
why. Okay, I'll tell you why. So, and this is something that I'm actually recently learning in my statistics. Wow. Blah,
No,
blah,
no,
blah.
no. I understand the statistics behind it. I do. But the thing is that this particular branch of statistics I don't agree with because of the sheer amount of um unknowns. Like you can't control all the variables to be this confident, you know?
No, but there's a way. Okay, so do you know how they do polls for presidential elections?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they take
I
like
know them well.
3,000 people out of a nation of like
Yeah.
319 million.
Yeah.
And with just that small, it sounds small and it sounds, but because it's like randomly dispersed or whatever, well
Hmm.
placed, that they can actually test within like 95% accuracy.
Yeah. And you see, but here's the thing though, with stuff like this, the confidence is very specific because people understand what you can like pick as your, you know what I mean, as your controlled variables. But when it comes to tablets, there's so many unknowns that you can have to account for that just could just happen. Like people walking by and affecting the airflow in a specific way can drastically affect one specific tablet.
Wait,
And
what the
also,
fuck are you talking? Are you talking about
okay,
like
so
tablet you eat, or like tablet like iPad?
no, 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 I mean like tablet, you a pill.
Okay, then what do you mean someone walking by me will affect the way that my
Oh,
tablet?
no, 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 someone walking by during the manufacturing process can affect the
Oh,
airflow, and dude, it's really messed up. Like
yeah. I mean that
there's
stuff's got to be so specific.
Yeah, but you see, I was at a manufacturing site. I saw what like my company how my company did it, and it was way better, but still what didn't give me
It's
the
not reassuring.
assurance that
Yeah,
I needed.
but okay, but that's the same. I mean, it's the same. Look, the same people that are basically counting pills and tossing shit onto a conveyor
Yeah.
belt are basically the same kinds of people that are also working at like McDonald's, or you know what I mean? Like they're working a job I'm
You
pretty
see,
sure that they
yeah,
don't want to
that's
work.
true, but there's still principal scientists though.
Okay, but also I'm sure you've seen, at least I have, a lot of people in science that are just like completely fucking broken from the system, where they're just like,
That's true.
fuck all this.
That's
Like they've
true.
just been in it so long. And the thing is, like, I guess they must really love the subject because you can't really work up in terms of wage. Like there is no room for growth. Like you kind of cap
In
at like
science, that's very true. That's why I have to get into a
this.
managerial position as soon as possible. Otherwise, you just won't make it
Yeah.
anywhere. Yeah,
Or
that's
else,
true.
yeah, you're one of the big fishes that almost made it.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
the only way you
Exactly.
break to like $150,000 a year is if you
Yeah,
are like the PI, and even that, your salary is heavily dependent on grants.
that's
Like at
true.
that point, you're not even doing science anymore. You're mostly just reaching out trying to get funding for your lab and managing it.
Yeah, but that's mainly in academia.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely for
but
sure. But I
yeah.
mean, I don't know how different private labs are, or how
Well,
corporate or big
industrial
pharma.
well, big pharma is good. Yeah, I mean, because big pharma has so much money that they can always splurge on little things, and they will,
Okay,
no matter what research they have, they will always be able to pay you.
but do you like? I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of big pharma studies are like really like they just want you to keep taking pills, man.
Yo, Sean scared the shit out of me. Whew. I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you.
Right? I mean, like, there's, and I don't want to delve too deep into this, but like, weed's been, reinstated basically as
Yeah,
is a substance one yeah, substance one.
yeah,
And it's like, okay, but like there's like no negative effects,
yeah,
I mean, the only study that's ever shown anything bad was like the small percentage of people who become
yeah,
schizophrenic after, but that's only
yeah. That's
because
true.
you
That's
already
true.
had schizophrenic tendencies prior
Yeah,
and it's just
that's
exacerbated.
true.
But that makes
That's
sense
true.
because people like, bug out when they're on weed.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
But then
But
like
it's
you have
fun.
that.
I'm really shy, but I think I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to go.
I understand. All right. Well, I mean, it's great having you on.
Yeah, man. Thank
Please
you
let's do
so
this again.
much.
It's
Yeah,
so fucking
I'm
fun.
actually really down. Yeah, I have to. I'll probably have to be a little bit
It's so fun, isn't it? It's so great.
Yeah,
All right. Okay. Well, take it easy, brother.
dude, it was great talking to you again, man.
Yeah, it was great catching up.
Yeah,
Just, text me or whatever.
we'll do.
Remind me to send you those links to
Oh, yeah,
life
sure.
science consulting.
We'll do, bro.
All right. All right.
Later.
Take it easy.
Later.